Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. I know us is just me today. Sandy and my sister Tammy, who's in town from Florida, are working in the candy factory. So we decided we would do one of my solo songs from a million years ago. This is from In This Life. I think this is from I don't know if it's from my first or second CD. I'm sorry, I don't know that right off the top of my head. But this was written way pre Sandy O. And in this pre-winter holiday, or midwinter holiday, I guess, time. I know that sometimes it's kind of a complicated time for some people. It's a great celebration for other folks. It's a little bit mixed. So I just wanted to send out some words of encouragement to y'all. This is from very young songwriter me, so maybe a little hyperbolic in places, but it's all right. Okay, so this is In This Life. In this life, though the sounds be strained and thin, let the voice inside me rise, and the strength be beckoned in, for these words within ring more clearly on the outside. They resound beyond the hillside. I am worthy, I am safe. In this life, though my fingers try and fail, let me breathe through hollow wood. Living reed, let sound prevail, for this whistler's tune shatters emptiness with sweetness, filling in the gap between us. We are worthy, we are safe. In this life, I am but one of a million starving others, robbed of everything but hunger. We are prisoners together. I am one of many single voices in the silence that refuse the lies that bind us. We are worthy, we are safe. In this life, though my body's stiff and heavy, let the grace inside my limbs stay the stillness that defends me. For each move I make brings me closer to the dancer. I am healing from my terror. I am worthy, I am safe. In this life, I am but one of a million starving others, robbed of everything but hunger. We are prisoners together. I am one of many single voices in the silence that refuse the lies that bind us. We are worthy, we are safe. In this life, though the sound be strained and thin, let the voice inside me rise, and the strength be beckoned in, for these words within ring more clearly on the outside. They resound beyond the hillside. I am worthy, I am safe. Thank you all. Thank Thanks so much for listening to our songs. Thanks for hanging in with us all these weeks since the very beginning of this very strange and sometimes isolating time, times that have kept us off the road. We're really grateful to be able to maintain this connection with you all. It's really a very sweet time for us, despite how much other stuff we have going on here. It's a nice moment to sort of stop and breathe and do what got us into this to begin with. Actually play the music and not put on all the other hats that help keep this this whole business going. So thanks again for that opportunity and being with me today. So this song is from I'm so sorry that I don't have that CD right in front of me to say which one. Somebody, if
It's from Hands, Pat.
it's from Hands. It's from the second one. Yeah, my second solo CD. So if folks are looking through their Emma's Revolution CDs and saying, we can't find the song, what the heck? Thanks for reminding me, and that's a good reminder for me to put in a big thanks to our tech crew, our beloved tech crew that takes some of the responsibility and some of the jobs off of our shoulders here. We so appreciate Toby and Rada and Marcy and Moria and sometimes Alice and sometimes Paula, and there may be more folks that jump in at different times, but thank you all so much for helping to keep things going here so Sandy and I don't have to think of every single little detail. They help put the information in the chat for you. They also watch posts on Facebook, so we can keep in touch with what's going on there. So appreciate y'all. And I'm seeing folks online. Nice to see you, Rachel and James and Rhonda on Facebook Live. And so I will I'll sing a little bit of the melody of that verse and go slowly. And I'm gonna go on gallery view so I can see your faces. I'll keep me up for now, and then I'll go on gallery view after. How's that? And then I can see if that's connecting with you all. And then so I'll play the guitar a little more quietly and just sing the verse. In this life, no, though the sound be strained and thin, let the voice inside me rise, and the strength be beckoned in, for these words within ring more clearly on the outside. They resound beyond the hillside. I am worthy, I am safe. I know Sandy usually starts with a chorus, but there's kind of equal here, the chorus and the verse. So I'll go through that one more time. It doesn't have this is unlike some of our other songs. It's not a super rangy song, and it might be sort of low for some folks. It's just well within my range, so it's very comfortable for us low altos and tenors in the world. But I suppose you could sing a line of harmony on that. This is one song Sandy and I actually never sang with Sandy singing harmony on. I don't know why. Just it was many years before and early on in the repertoire. But so I'll go through that again. In this life, and all the verses start this way. In this life, though the sounds be strained and thin, let the voice inside me rise, and the strength be beckoned in, for these words within ring more clearly on the outside. They resound beyond the hillside. I am worthy, I am safe. So that's the melody in the verse. I'm going to go over to gallery view and see I can see your faces. Everybody getting that melody? It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Yeah, nice. Nice to see everybody there. So I'm gonna, I'll go back and show you the chords of that, and then I'll go to the chorus and sing it and play the chords and show you my hands. So let's, this one I kind of, a lot of those earlier songs, I would play the melody on the guitar kind of right alongside singing it. So I definitely do that here. And it's a pretty, that's one of the reasons why I'm capoed up on the second fret. I really like playing things with, in the key of G, or where I'm, my fingers are playing in the key of G. Because I can reach all the melody notes. And I'm just running through it just so you can see how I'm not having to move my hand all that much. So I play most of the melody notes, and I'll just play and see if I can maybe prop my hand up a little bit, so you can see a little bit more clearly. Okay, let's try that. So, those of you both on Facebook and here in the Zoom room, you can download the lyrics. If this is your first time here, you can download the lyrics and the chords. You'll notice that there are 2 pages. One page has the chords as I'm playing them on capo 2, and the fingerings that I use with the capo up there. And there's also one version in the sounding key, the key without the capo. So if you're playing different instruments or something like that, or are just more facile on the fretboard than I am, then you can find those other chords that are with the guitar in all the in the open chords with this. So this is the way I prefer to play it. It's a little easier for me. And the room's warming up, so my guitar is needing some tuning. But
and you've got a question in the chat, Pat.
Yeah.
David asks, how are you transitioning between the G and the G Sus4?
Yeah, it's so I'm going really, it's just my first finger on the 2nd string 1st fret. So it's just adding that C on the top. Can you see that? That's all there is to it. It's really simple. Sorry. Does that make sense to whoever was asking that? Thanks for keeping ahead of that, Toby.
Yep, David's giving a thumbs up.
Sweet. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a really simple. I love those sustained chords. For folks who aren't familiar with this, sus just means sustain. I love that, or suspended. Sorry. So if I can grab one somewhere, I do. So let's I will go through the chords and try to go through and maybe hyper emphasize where I'm going with those little ornaments. So from the top, in this life, though the sounds be strained and thin. So I'm just doing a little walk up. The G, I'm just kind of holding on to that C note like I did for the suspended chord. So my second finger and my pinky, that's just the easiest way for me to reach whatever works for you. It's like if you're playing Blackbird, it's that kind of movement. Just walk up. Sounds be strained and thin. And you don't have to put in all the notes, don't worry about it. But play around with it, guitar players. See what's close to your fingers and see how many melody notes you can find in there. Sounds be strained and thin. Let the voice... This is an F where I leave off the first string and I hook my thumb around the bottom like Richie Havens used to do. The strength inside me rise. Wait, voice inside me rise, and the strength be beckoned in. Just a regular D, again with the D in the bass. My thumb hooked around. The words within, and that little sus, ring more clearly on the outside. And then E minor, they resound beyond the hillside. C, I am worthy, I am safe. I always do that little sus at the right after the last word in the verse. So just same as the top. In this life, though the sounds be strained and thin, let the voice inside me rise, and the strength be beckoned in. And sometimes I don't put my finger on the note on the first string, and I really just play the second and third notes there. For the words within, so that G with the C sus, ring more clearly on the outside, just to repeat, and then to the minor. They resound beyond the hillside to the sea. I am worthy, I am safe. Okay, that's the whole verse. Hope that wasn't too speedy a run through. Let me go to gallery and see how that's working for the instrumentalists among us. Is that working for you, Ginny? Are you seeing what you need? Yeah? Do you want to unmute?
Yeah, I was drawing little pictures, so I missed sort of part of it, but I was drawing little pictures of where my fingers needed to be because I was also doing the G with the capo. I like the G for the same reason you do, because you can walk all over the place.
Yeah, there's a lot of
But
other things
I'm hearing the notes you're playing, so I think I've got it.
Cool.
See
Is there
how
any
David's
place
doing.
is there any place that's catching you up? You want to see, you know?
Well, if you
like-
just do the first two lines again.
Okay. In this life, and does it switch for you if I am on gallery view? Can you still see me on speaker view?
We can put it on speaker view ourselves. Facebook can't.
Right.
Cool.
I've got you on speaker view,
Oh, cool.
so
Okay,
I can
good.
see you really big. Yeah.
Great. I just wanted to make sure
Really
that way
big,
I can see your face while I'm doing this a little bit. So yeah. So the very beginning, in this life. So that's where that sus goes. In this life, though the sound. So I do that sus again, and I do the walk up, and be strained and thin. Back to the C. Breathe. Oh, this one is the voice, and this is the F without the E string. Voice inside me rise, and the strength be beckoned in. Sorry, to D. Yeah, surprising chord there. Good. And that repeats again.
That's great. Yeah, I think I got it. Thank you.
Great. Other instrumentalists good there? Sweet. Okay. I will go on to the chorus then. Thanks, folks. So the chorus. It's not. It's a little bit more like a bridge than a chorus. Well, it's marked as a chorus, but songwriters from our songwriting class will recognize it probably as being a little bit more of a bridge. So I will go to that part that says chorus on there. In this life, I am but one. Oh, I'll do the melody first. In this life, I am but one of a million starving others, robbed of everything but hunger. We are prisoners together. I am one, but one of many single voices in the silence that refuse the lies that bind us. We are worthy, we are safe. In this life, I am but one of a million starving others, robbed of everything but hunger. We are prisoners together. I am one, but one of many single voices in the silence that refuse the lies that bind us. We are worthy, we are safe. So there's the melody. Folks getting that melody? It's pretty simple to follow. Anybody not getting that melody and want me to run through it, I'll bring you up to gallery again. Is that pretty clear, everybody? Sweet, sweet. Oh, you'd like to hear it again? Okay. In this life, I am but one of a million starving others, robbed of everything but hunger. We are prisoners together. I am one, but one of many single voices in the silence that refuse the lies that bind us. We are worthy, we are safe. Yeah, is that good? Melody? Sweet. Let me go back to, I'll go back to speaker here and, show you chords for that and try to keep my hand out from behind the mic. If we had a more sophisticated setup, I'd have a close-up thing here, but we don't have that. Someday, maybe. So here's chorus bridge part. Sometimes I do a little walk down, so G in this life I am but one in this life, to the E minor, I am but one, to the C, and then I keep that second finger, of a million starving others. In this life, I am but one of a million starving others, robbed of everything but hunger. We are prisoners together. So I just do another little melody thing. That same note that I'm playing the sus on, prisoners, and then I go to the my second finger, third string, second fret. Prisoners together, I am one, but one of many, back to the C, single voices in the silence, which is, it's kind of an inverted D. Instead of playing, I just do this. I'm just playing the whatever that is. That is a something in the bass. E, F in the bass. That refuse, back to the E minor, the lies that bind us. We are worthy, we are safe. So I'll go all the way through it without stopping in that little chorus. In this life, I am but one of a million starving others, robbed of everything but hunger. We are prisoners together. I am one, but one of many single voices in the silence that refuse refuse the lies that bind us. We are worthy, we are safe. And I'll do one more through, just kind of more smoothly like that. In this life, I am but one of a million starving others, robbed of everything but hunger. We are prisoners together. I am one, but one of many single voices in the silence that refuse the lies that bind us. We are worthy, we are safe. I know sometimes I say I. First verse I say I. Second and third I usually say we, if that matters to you, in case you're catching that. I go to gallery. How's that sitting with the instrumentalists in the group? Is that making sense? Any questions of folks who are playing instruments? Yeah, Ginny.
The D/F sharp, you said you usually play it a different way, and I couldn't tell what your fingers were doing.
Yeah. So
Okay.
instead of playing the D like this, that's sort of the
And
standard way
just
to play the
throwing the
D,
thumb
right?
over. Yeah.
Yeah. So instead, I'm playing it. I often will leave my first finger free on this song so that I can play melody notes with it.
Ooh.
So I'm playing instead two notes of the D chord, the sort of regular first position D chord, and then I'm hooking my thumb around on that, yeah, F sharp on the bottom.
Okay, so
Um,
are you muting the first string with your just kind of
yep,
muting it?
yep. I'm not playing the first
That's
string
what
at
I
all.
thought. Okay, that's what I thought I was hearing.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's why you're not hearing it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Any other guitar questions? Folks pretty much getting that? Cool. All right. I'm going to go back to speaker for me. And then, so maybe I'll go straight through first verse and um, chorus, just so though in the actual order of these would be verse and then chorus, which is why I feel a little bit more like this is a bridge than a chorus. But just so you have the all the shapes and the melody and everything for both. So just to make it maybe a little less confusing, I'll start with the second verse because it's all the same melody, same chords and stuff. And then I'll go into that little bridge chorus thing. Okay. So, in this life, though my fingers try and fail, let me breathe through hollow wood. Living reed, let sound prevail. For this whistler's tune shatters emptiness with sweetness, filling in the gap between us. We are worthy, we are safe. In this life, I am but one of a million starving others, robbed of everything but hunger. We are prisoners together. I am one of many single voices in the silence that refuse the lies that bind us. We are worthy, we are safe. I'll do that straight through again. I'm noticing, Ginny, that sometimes I don't even put my pinky down when I'm just sort of breezing through that that D chord. And whoever's calling me from Rio Lindo, California, I can't answer right now. So I'm gonna, let's see, let me touch my screen and see if anything's up here. Cool. Thanks, Jane. Thanks, Dora, for joining us. There we go. I'm going to go back through. That's, and Enid, nice to see you there. I'll go through, so I'm going to start on the second verse and go into that chorus bridge figure straight through, and let me know if you need me to do anything else on that. Okay, to show you, or stop, do one part slower. Here we go in the second verse. In this life, wait, in this life, though the second verse. In this life, though my fingers try and fail, let me breathe through hollow wood. Living reed, let sound prevail. For this whistler's tune shatters emptiness with sweetness, filling in the gap between us. I am worthy, I am safe. In this life I am but one of a million starving others, robbed of everything but hunger. We are prisoners together. I am one, but one of many single voices in the silence that refuse the lies that bind us. We are worthy, we are safe. All right, that's all a melody and all the on the verse and the chorus bridge thing. Let me go to gallery, see if that made sense to folks. It's a pretty straightforward song. Yeah. Nothing too complicated here. And so I think what I'll do is sing the whole thing through again, and then we can say goodbye to our friends on Facebook. But I'll play it all the way through one time, start to finish. I usually go through, and I don't always play the chords all the way through at the top, but I think I usually play just like a little, sort of intro thing, but I don't remember it exactly. I'm sure it's on the CD. It's been a long time. So I will, from the top, I'll keep my hand up here though, so you can see my hand if you want to see the guitar, what's going on here on the second fret version. All right, so from the top, I'll just go right into it. In this life, though the sounds be strained and thin, let the voice inside me rise, and the strength be beckoned in. For these words within ring more clearly on the outside. They resound beyond the hillside. I am worthy, I am safe. In this life, though my fingers try and fail, let me breathe through hollow wood. Living reed, let sound prevail. For this whistler's tune shatters emptiness with sweetness, filling in the gap between us. I am worthy, I am safe. In this life I am but one of a million starving others, robbed of everything but hunger. We are prisoners together. I am one, but one of many single voices in the silence that refuse the lies that bind us. We are worthy, we are safe. In this life, though my body's stiff and heavy, let the grace inside my limbs stay the stillness that defends me. For each move I make brings me closer to the dancer. I am healing from my terror. I am worthy, I am safe. In this life I am but one of a million starving others, robbed of everything but hunger. We are prisoners together. I am one, but one of many single voices in the silence that refuse the lies that bind us. We are worthy, we are safe. In this life, though the sounds be strained and thin, let the voice inside me rise, and the strength be beckoned in. For these words within ring more clearly on the outside. They resound beyond the hillside. I am worthy, I am safe. Thank you, everybody. That's so sweet. So glad to have you all here again. Again, thanks to our tech crew. We so appreciate you helping out with this, so our minds can be a little more on the music and less on the background part of what the mechanics that make this all work. Really means a lot to us to have you all here. Thanks again, Rada, Toby, Marcy, sometimes Alice, Moria, sometimes Paula, anybody else who jumps in to help. We really appreciate that. Sandy, for those of you who joined us late, is working along with my younger sister Tammy, who's up from Florida to get away from her job that she needed to leave. And we needed an extra pair of hands to help us out a little bit in the candy factory. Francis, what's going on there?
Can you hear me?
I can, yeah.
Did you see my comment that that I was watching some online concerts of activists on yesterday, and I saw the Holly Near concert, and I saw you and Pat, you and Sandy when you were young, singing up on the stage. And she was talking about her song about we are angry, peaceful
gentle
people,
right,
and that it was included in the Unitarian Universalist hymn book.
It's in there. Yeah, that was a lovely concert at the Freight and Salvage that Jim Brown filmed for that really very beautiful documentary. We were really honored to have been included in that. That was a very sweet night. In fact, I'm trying to remember if we may have done a couple of nights for that, but that was lovely. It's nice that you got a chance to see that, Francis.
Okay.
Beautiful. Yeah. So yes, thanks again to our tech team. Thank you all for coming on and joining me today. Sandy and my sister Tammy are busy at work making packaging up the toffee and the nuts. I'm gonna go in a little while and make some more toffee and keep those orders filled. Those of you who have not ordered, I know there's a deadline that I don't have in my head. If one
tomorrow,
of you the deadline is tomorrow
for Christmas and Kwanzaa delivery.
Yeah, so get your orders in to us today so that we can get those out to you in time. And go ahead, Toby. Sorry.
I was just going to say the upcoming events are in the chat, and they should be in the chat on Facebook as well. I don't know if you want to go through and announce them or not, Pat.
I can only see them sort of. my eyes, for those of you who don't know, I had cataract surgery on both eyes, and they are healing wonderfully well. But some days, especially, it seems like rainy days, which is very strange. They're a little blurry still, so they're still healing. I'm putting in all my drops and following all the directions. that I'm supposed to, and my ophthalmologist says things are great, so things are going along perfectly there. I know that we have another concert coming up with a bunch of our friends whom you've seen on these Sunday sessions that will be joining us. Gina Forsyth, Reggie Harris, Arne Batson, remembering everybody's name who's going to be there. There are a bunch of, I think, let's see, Chris Matthews is on that one. You can remind me, Toby, if there
Ellie Grace and
yes.
Greg Greenway.
Ellie Grace and Greg Greenway. And Ellie Grace, in the meantime, has had a beautiful little baby. So we're hoping that she'll join us. She may or may not, depending on how Milo's doing that day. But we hope to be able to see her. We've been following her on Facebook and seeing him. Let's see. I think that is everything I can think of right offhand. There are probably more things going on. For those of you who are wondering about the new CDs, we have 2 of them coming out. We had a little bit of a snag getting the last bits of the mastering. Have some level issues, but we're working on those. And if they're not available physically by the holidays, the downloads will definitely be available. So we will send those out, and we will have that page up. We expect hopefully by tomorrow or the next day at the very, very latest. Sorry, it's taken us a little while to get all those pieces together, but we have been juggling a lot of things all at once here. But the new CD of songs that we've been writing through the pandemic, and a few of them before, is called Rooted, just to sort of acknowledge this time where we've been home for months longer than we really have been in my whole career doing this. And then the other CD, Evolution, is a compilation including some of the new songs, but a compilation of all the last 20 years that Sandy O and I have been lucky enough to play music with one another. So that's been a really fun collection to go through and think about all those years and all those places that we've been. So those will be out soon. And like I said, if the physical CDs are not ready by the last of the winter holidays, the downloads will most definitely be, and we will get physical CDs out to you as soon as they are available. Thanks to Oasis CD Manufacturing. And so I am going to, let's see, I'm going to sign off then on Facebook. Oh, are you waving your hand? Hoda, you want to talk to me?
Yes, I want to talk to you. I want to
Yes.
say thank you very much for the hour you shared with us. It's a beautiful song. And I want you now to please check off, and we will all let you go so you can go help Sandy. That was Jenny's suggestion, and it's our Merry Christmas song gift to you, and we celebrate you and Sandy and your sister and Allison and all your household. Goodbye. Go away now. Everybody, let's just sign off. Bye.
I just want to make sure to check in with everybody. I know that, some folks need to just kind of have another voice in the room, but if you're cool with that, then I will go. I'll sign off on
if you could just tell Sandy hello for us, and we
I
missed her.
absolutely will.
Yes. Tell Sandy we all love her, and
Yes.
we're looking forward to things being calmer in January for all of you.
I was wondering if you all need to take more than 1 week off for your holiday break.
Well, we check kind of week by week, and we're like, okay, we can't do this week. So forgive us if we can't always be here in these little boxes. We do our best because I know
You all are doing so much.
Tough times.
And if you want to leave the Zoom room open, Pat, you can do that.
I will absolutely do that. Let me.
Do you want to turn off Facebook and then?
I'm gonna say
Kat wants
goodbye
to say something.
Facebook folks. Thank you so much, Facebook,
Kat.
for being with us.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is
Hey,
your
Kat.
toffee available after the holidays?
Well, the toffee will be available for Valentine's Day. But we sort of officially end for the winter holidays, but we will have some new batches up and ready to go for Valentine's Day. So feel free to, we'll put the information up on our website. And if you sign up at emmasrevolution.com to our mailing list, then we will, if you're not already on there, you'll be the first to know when that toffee is available. And I think that's everything. Folks who are on Facebook, remember that if you want the words and the chords that I sang today, there's a link there. You can go to our website, emmasrevolution.com, and get that information. And you can also hop on to Zoom for a moment and come say hi. I'll stick around for a few minutes and then I will head off and I'll leave the room open and you all can check in with one another and see how everybody's doing this time of year. Much love to you all on Facebook. Thanks so much for being with us. And,
Bye, all.
I'm going to put on my
Take
glasses so
care.
you can see and stop the live stream.